One of the great Western values is its commitment to look after the vulnerable, the children, the disabled, and of course the elderly, but no more. Because for some reason, somewhere along the way, looking after young fighting age men became a higher priority than the safety of the elderly. It's not just the women who are getting raped, it's not just the men who are getting stabbed and murdered, it's also the elderly, probably the most vulnerable, and the ones who should be the most looked after are being abused by the usual suspects. Have a look at this. And again, it doesn't change whether you're born here or not. Cultures matter. Look at this guy. Terrifying an elderly lady in England.
Hey, yo, I kick it in a hypo, kick it in a rollers, kick it in illegals, kick it in a stolen. 5'3", but a black's looking swollen. 24 carats, got her wrist looking swollen.
She's scared. Poor woman. Poor woman. Just look at her face. Absolutely petrified. Okay, well, you might say, well, that's just being stupid. Let me show you some more. Look at this. This is just black youth. Look at this. This elderly person goes flying. And you know how fragile they are. They can break a hip and they may never recover. Look at this. Look at this. Terrorizing. Well, this is America, so that's just normal in America. Have a look at this. They tell us that, oh, we need to bring in migrants because they need to look after the elderly. How do they look after the elderly? This is how they look after the elderly. A Syrian care worker in Sweden has been sent to prison for several cases of harassing and humiliating elderly patients and recording the abuse for his own pleasure. They're so stupid, they actually record it. The oldest victim is a 99-year-old woman. In one instance, a man living alone was forced to take a freezing cold shower while Alma Salme filmed him. In the recording, he can be heard saying, "By Allah, I will let you freeze. By Allah." See, they invoke Allah and everything. Look at this. I think this is America as well. This is normal in America. This guy just walking past, just randomly, unprovoked, just slaps this elderly person and he falls down.
Woo! Hey, what's your problem? What's your problem? What's your problem? Get him! Get him!
Happy ending at least. Look at this one. In Germany by a usual suspect. Oh my God. I actually attacked it. Once again, I'll include the links in the description if YouTube doesn't allow me to play these videos. So if they're blurred, you'll have to go there, or you can become a member or patron where these videos are posted uncensored. Have a look at another one. This one is from France. Oh my God. Robbed her. They robbed her. Look, that poor woman. She lived her entire life in a high trust society. And their government did this. Emmanuel Macron did this. I thought this guy was rushing to help her, but no, he wanted to rob her. Have a look at this one. This one happened in Canada. This elderly man and all these people chimping out, making these noises. Oh my goodness. Imagine living your entire life like a law-abiding citizen only to meet this end. Just because it's not happening to you or it hasn't happened to me doesn't mean it can never happen to us. 2 black women rob an elderly white woman while she's praying in a church, then go on a shopping spree using a credit card.
In church is getting robbed, even as she sits and prays.
I couldn't believe it.
The surveillance
At least
videos
this wasn't
stars-
violent. Look at that. This woman, so she engages her in a conversation, and this woman just steals her wallet.
In church is
at
getting
that.
robbed, even as she sits and prays.
Look at these 2 scientists doing a medical research together. 2 doctors working out how to improve the lives of their patients. Oh my God. He's hanging on by his dreadlocks. Oh my goodness. Look at this idiot. The worst thing to ever happen to London.
Diversity is a strength, not a weakness. We think it makes us richer, not poorer. It makes us a city that is the greatest city in the world. And if people have a problem with that, that's their problem, not ours. And you'll see tonight along the River Thames, diversity is a...
People of London, keep voting him in. Look at this. Syrian refugees should go on vacation in Syria. It's an actual proposal from the German government. Refugees should get an idea of the situation in Syria for themselves and decide whether they want to return. So Chancellor Merz lied when he said he'd deport 800,000. Let's have a look at the video. You'll have to read the subtitles yourself.
Ein Bild von der Lage in Syrien machen und entscheiden, ob sie zurückkehren wollen. Das könne auch beim Wiederaufbau des Landes helfen, so der Tenor. Bislang gilt jedoch, wenn ein anerkannter Flüchtling in sein Herkunftsland reist, kann er seinen Schutzstatus in Deutschland verlieren. Allein im vergangenen Jahr wurden tausende Verfahren wegen solcher Reisen überprüft. In Deutschland haben mehr als 500.000 Syrer einen Schutzstatus.
They're laughing. They're laughing at the stupidity of Western governments. Literally, they're laughing. Have a listen to this joke by a Syrian man. I don't know if he's Syrian or whatever. He's from one of those countries. Have a listen to him. You know why he's laughing? He's saying, an African asylum seeker, a black guy, is walking around the city of Nuremberg. He talks to the first person he sees and says, thank you for taking me in. And thank you for giving me healthcare insurance, a place to live, a food to eat, and everything else. The other person says, hey, I'm not German. Don't thank me. I'm Albanian. The African says, oh, okay, excuse me. Sorry, let me go to the other one. He continues walking and speaks to the next person. He says, thank you for everything you do for me. The person says, I'm not German. I'm Turkish. The African says, oh, okay, sorry. He continues walking and speaks to the next person and says, thank you for taking me in and paying for everything. The person says, I'm not German. I'm Arab. The African asks, where are all the Germans? The Arab looks at the watch and says, probably working and paying for this. They know what the hell is going on. They're like, these people come from societies where their governments don't give 2 Fs about them. They don't get anything. And you give them free housing, free healthcare, let them, your women, stab your men, abuse your elderly. What the we need a dictator. We're going to end up having a dictator. Look at this doctor from Africa enriching Italy. He's belting an Italian man. Grab him. Guy's gonna run. It's probably not his bag. Probably a stolen bag. Oh, I think he sprayed capsicum spray in his eyes. It didn't work. Oh, and sorry. Let's end this on a good note. Look at Poland. This is Poland.
Poland is living in the past, but in a good way. In Poland, they still have lively shopping malls. In Poland, they still have decent prices. In Poland, kids still play outside. In Poland, they still have clean metro stations. In Poland, they still have communities.
See the park? What a beautiful, clean park, and people are sitting. No, compare that with a park in England. This is Leicester Park. Poland and Hungary, they did something right.
In Poland, they still have safe streets. In Poland, life is still great, like in the old days.
Poland. Yeah. So join my Telegram group. Link is in the description.